Hello everyone, it's Mish here, and today we are going to be doing week 23 of the Margarete Miller Challenge. For this week of the challenge, we're looking for something rough, something that represents spring, a staple, something upside down, a button, real, drawn, or stamped, and a bonus, something musical. Okay, so I'm going to start like I always do and just kind of put down some background paper. So for something musical, I'm just going to use this bit of music paper that I found. I'm just using a tape runner that I picked up at Michael's. It's just called Ad Tech. So for this, sometimes I can't really tell what's upside down with music, but I'm going to put this a bit upside down. And for the color palette for today, I'm kind of getting a little bit out of, not necessarily my comfort zone, but I tend to go to sort of pastels, pink and green. So today I'm going to go with more of like a burgundy, browns. Not exactly sure where I want that. Let's just say here. And then sort of like a darker palette. And again, a lot of times my colors kind of reflect the images that I found. So the other thing I found that kind of meets the musical, besides this kind of background paper, is I found this music score for The House of the Rising Sun. And I absolutely love that song. I won't attempt to sing it, but it's kind of nostalgic for me. I don't know, maybe we'll just stick that there. And then maybe I'll do this other side, get my background paper over here. And I think I'll leave a place at the top to put my prompt. I like to be able to tuck my prompt in. So let's just leave that space at the top, then I can stick that in there later. Just stick it down in there. And we'll get some more of this little dark background paper. Today is June the 4th, and we've been having some wildfires that have been out of control here in my province. I'm in Nova Scotia, and it has been just really horrifying. But the last couple of days we've been having rain, so things have been, getting to the point where the fires are getting into control and people can return to their homes. So for my staple, I'm going to go with coffee, because in my life, coffee is a staple. I couldn't live without coffee. And then for something rough, I'm going with stubble. So this guy's got lots of little whiskery stubble there, which would be very rough. Maybe not in an unpleasant way, but so I'm going with that. And then something that represents spring. Well, here in my garden, the thing that represents spring is when the tulips start to bloom. So I do have tulips in the garden. So when they start to bloom, then I know spring is on its way. I'm just going to do a little, I'm going to tuck this in before I put down my other image. This isn't really part of the prompt, but I just wanted it as a sort of to go with the background papers. And so something upside down, I have gone with a reflection. And again, kind of going with the spring theme. The little birdie is looking in the water and he's seeing his reflection upside down there. So I think we've got all the prompts. We have something rough, something that represents spring, a staple, which is my coffee, something upside down. Oh, we need our buttons. So and something musical. So we've got the background paper and the music score. So for the buttons, I've just found some just little paper buttons that I had. So I'm just going to stick those down with a little bit of glue. And I think I'll do the middle one first. Kind of want that about, maybe about there. And then we'll do the top one. So there's our buttons, which is fine. So now I just want to add a few embellishments. So I found this cup of coffee, which I thought would go good over here on this side. And some coffee beans, a plant with some coffee beans. So we'll stick that down over here by this guy. And then it's a good sign of spring too when the butterflies start coming back. So I think I'll put him there. Okay, and the butterflies and moss in June here, the June bugs come out, and a lot of people are creeped out by the June bugs, but I don't mind June bugs. And so there's our little moth. And then I don't often, when I'm doing the collage, when I'm doing our journaling, I put words and sayings and stuff. But I don't usually, I haven't been in the collage, but I found this little saying that just says, coffee makes everything possible. And I think it's true. So the other thing I want to try to do, I've done this in one of the layouts that I've done before, and you just need to watch what you're doing here. But is doing some, I just want to do a little bit of wax stamping. So we're going to light our stamp there, our wick. And I have a little tray here just in case things get a little bit dicey. I need to get a little burner. I don't have one. So then, the other thing I wanted to do first, see if I can get this off here without causing any major disruptions, is I want to put down a little label first, and then I thought I would just get my wax down. A few drops at a time. Almost there. Sometimes I try to get it into a circle, but okay. Let's get that out. That off to the side where I know that's going to be safe. And then my little stamp, I'm going to put that on there and I'll leave it for a second. And we'll get that out. Okay, so we'll just leave that, and then I thought I would just do, I haven't used washi in the last couple layouts, and they were feeling a little bit neglected, so I've got to pull the washi out. I love washi. And for this one, I thought maybe we would do just some of the little reds that would go with that. So yeah, I'm kind of liking that color palette. Let's get that down, and maybe that one there. So I kind of like that, and maybe just take a bit of this and tape down our corners a little bit. My chair's squeaking. Hope that's not coming out too loud on camera. Okay, maybe a little bit. I love bling bling. I am like a magpie. This one here doesn't look like it's very sticky on the back, so I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue just to help it out a little bit. Get that down. And we'll take out our thingy. Oh, look, isn't that pretty? I don't know if you can see that. It's like a little, oh there, a little heart. Aww. And sometimes, well look, it matches a little heart on the other side. I love when that happens. And then, I think, just having a little look into the camera, because sometimes the camera helps me. I need to put a little bit of red up there, so let's kind of draw a little frame with our washi to kind of maybe little frame the layout a little bit. So if I put the same color kind of at the top, it just helps to do that. So we'll stick that down kind of there with a little bit of this one. Not being too particular about that. Okay, so I think that looks maybe a little something just there. A little something, something. Maybe just some plain. Awesome. All right, so there we have it. The last thing that I try to remember to do is put today's date with my little date stamper. So I got my Ranger archival ink, which I've been carrying around for many years. And I like to stamp off first just to see how it's going to be. And then I think I'll just put that right there. Right, and there we have it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe. I'm slowly getting some subscribers. I think we're up to 14. So thank you very much for those who have subscribed. And feel free to leave me a comment if you think that I could improve, as I'm very new to the YouTubing. But yeah, so I hope you have a good week, and we'll see you next week for week 24. Okay, bye for now.